Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off by Sampler Platter. Yes, indeed, folks. I'm playing for you series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that, time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie, I can't imagine this will be a super popular review. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm in my back room today, which means we get Peter Can Thunderbolt poster. Peter Can Thunderbolt poster. Whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I am doing something else, but what is it? I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today? Happens to be my Ginger shirt. Yeah, buddy. If you're unfamiliar with the band Ginger, they are a heavy metal band out of the country, the Ukraine. Obviously, Ukraine involved with, the whole, sort of war with Russia and everything and stuff like that. I've actually been into these guys for a long time now, and it's been really great getting to see them thrive, not only in the years preceding, the whole conflict with Russia and everything, but even after, the fact that, because when the whole thing started, they went back home to be with their families and stuff. But they were told, look, go out there, be those representatives for the Ukraine, give us, that extra exposure in our time of need. And they've done it, and they've been fantastic. I've seen them perform live a few times now. I'm a really big fan of theirs. I actually have some videos of their performances that I've attended over the years. In case you want to check them out, they are on the channel. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to point you in the right direction as far as their music is concerned, because I think they're fucking awesome. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why do I think this is going to be quite possibly one of my least popular reviews? Well, the time I'm doing this, folks, it's a little bit late at night, hence the crappy lighting and such. I apologize. But I decided that I wanted to go over there and get myself a snack. And I figured, hey, if I can get in a review, two birds, one stone. Interesting fun fact about me, I really like canned seafood. I unironically like sardines, and I'll put anchovies on my pizza and stuff like that. And the last time I was out at Walmart, well, I found some stuff that I figured I could review. Specifically, boom, from Geisha, we've got some of their smoked oysters in sunflower oil. But we've also got, boom, from Great Value, which is the Walmart brand, we've got smoked oysters packed in oil. It doesn't say what type of oil. Okay, I figure what the hell we'll do a comparison review. I can't imagine too many people are going to be interested in this because I don't think a lot of people are into this stuff, but I like it, so let's get a thing for the thing here. Oh, the lighting is dog shit, but it is what it is. We'll just... Let's give it a go. So I already went over there and opened them up and leaked some of the oil out and stuff, so they look very similar. Very similar. This is the Geisha right here. But, so, open. And they look like that. They look like smoked oysters. Smell like smoked oysters. Let's give them a go. Okay. Perfectly exactly what I expect from canned oysters. The texture is not the best. It never is with smoked oysters, at least not in my experience. They take on like a very mushy kind of texture. You don't really get any chew from them or anything like that. They kind of just sort of disintegrate as soon as you put any pressure on them. But there's still a meatiness to them. There's definitely a distinct seafood taste to it. Not obnoxiously or abrasively so, at least for me, but I do know that for a lot of people, one of the barriers to entry for like, canned fish and stuff like that is that, that fishiness, that seafood kind of flavor. But I like seafood, so it doesn't bother me. And then, yeah, it does have that sort of like smoked, kind of baked in kind of flavor. And they have a good amount of flavor to them. I will say, although I do like smoked oysters, or although I do like canned fish and stuff, smoked oysters are never my personal favorite. But I'll get them every now and again. I mean, hey, I'm fucking eating them. I'm not mad at them. But I don't think the sunflower oil is doing much, if anything, in terms of flavor. But yeah, they're not bad. They're not overly fishy. They've got a nice meatiness to them. They're perfectly serviceable. I've certainly had better. I've had worse. But let's try out the Great Value brand. This review might kill me. Whoa! Yeah, way to go, Great Value. Fuck me sideways. Also, although it's not bad, I will mention they are not as neatly put in there. They are definitely more slapdash. As someone who had to get stitches because of a fucking faulty container at one point, well, I shouldn't say faulty. I fucked up on it, but it came at me and swung in my damn thumb, so. Alright, let's try these out. Definitely looks to be the same texture. What the fuck is that? I ain't never had any canned oysters that taste like that. They don't taste off or anything, but I'm guessing whatever oil they put it in, I might have been very wrong about that sunflower oil. Either that or maybe just the quality is that much more so. Because the overall texture and everything is the same. Again, it breaks apart real easily in the mouth. Still has a little meatiness to it. There is that smoked flavor to it, so. But overall, much less flavor and just worse, for sure. Yeah. The geisha tastes more like seafood. This, I mean, I guess depending on how you prefer it, could be good or bad, but it doesn't really have that seafood flavor. Yeah, just much less flavor. Much more ethereal. And with the fact that the texture, again, just breaks up so much, you just don't feel like you're getting much from these. And I have to mention, too, Great Value, if you're going in on those, it's typically because it costs a little bit less, right? The difference between these two was, I think, like 10 or 20 cents. It was like almost identical. So, okay. I really didn't expect it to be this far off. Hell, I kind of expected it was going to be the same thing, just, different can. Alright, well, 3 questions have to be asked, I guess. Would I get either of these again? Would I recommend them? Which one is my personal favorite? Let's start with number 3. Easy win. Boom. Geisha brand. Not even fucking close. The Geisha brand does everything that the Great Value brand does, but better and more. It has more flavor, more distinct flavor. The texture is about the same. They have the same deficiencies, but they don't have the same strengths. The geishas just feel more rewarding to eat. They're tastier. I wouldn't say either of them are like super spectacular, but they certainly are both fine. That's why if I'm recommending them or if I'm trying them myself, yes and yes, but kinda-ish. I would get the Geisha brand again. I would not get the Great Value brand again, especially considering the price differential being so being so narrow. I have no reason to. The Geisha ones are just way better. For me, even though I have certainly had ones that I prefer over these. These aren't bad for what they are. I can see grabbing them again. Whereas with the Great Value brand, no thanks. They're just, while they're not horrible or anything, they're just, you can taste the lack of quality, so I'm good on that. If I'm recommending them, I mean, at the end of the day, my battery's about to run out. If I'm recommending them, at the end of the day, these aren't for everybody, but if you like canned seafood, I would again go with the Geisha. The Great Value, while not being terrible, is not particularly good. I just say go with the Geisha. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go have yourselves a truly canned fish-tastic rest of your life. Because canned fish is delicious. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. Oh, I gotta go. Battery's running. Bye!